Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Link's League, where I'm in a league of my own. And this is take 4, because 1, I forgot to hit the record button the first time. Second time, I ran out of space. Third time, the game crashed. And fourth time, I forgot to hit record on the audio. So, hopefully the fifth time's the charm. I think I said fourth, whatever. So, this is a game with Lulu, a very underplayed support, and she really needs more love as a support. Now, keep in mind that I've been doing this recording itself for roughly an hour now, because it's just ridiculous. And I mean, I got to like 40-something minutes, and then the recording just dropped, and I couldn't continue. Because yet, you do know I do live moving of the camera, because it's just fun. There's actually the Garen going back because he got ambushed in the bushes by Darius. So let's put it on directed camera as we see Lee Sin taking the red buff, and there's everyone starting builds. As I am actually returning to... what did I return for? Did I take damage? It was a... excuse me. Oh, I put a ward down. I put a ward down right here in case they bothered to come back. I stayed up there to actually get another ward. Okay, so let's cover the lanes. Top lane, we have Garen versus Draven. Or Darius, I'm sorry. One of the funny things here is the Darius, or the Garen, doesn't know how that he can counter Darius really well. Especially with his Q and his W. Really superb for taking him out. Although mid lane, Ahri is going to probably dominate via Nivea, because she is better equipped at being an AP brawler, and we're actually going to see a small altercation down here, Teemo getting away with quite a bit of health left. But anyway, yeah, she's a better AP brawler, so she can actually counter Nivea, especially because she can dash through her wall with her ultimate. So that's something you're going to have to take into consideration. Here's Teemo trying to survive, and he does, as I do enough damage to Draven to actually do anything about it. Although here's this. There's the Ignite stopping my heal from doing anything major, and apparently his axe can travel through space and time and hit me after a flash. Here's Garen having a lot of issues up top as I'm actually watching this from the death cam and seeing that as an issue. Lee Sin getting low. Excuse me. Getting low at red or blue buff. And yeah, there's not much to talk about. It is 11 o'clock at night, and I'm just trying to get this recorded so I can actually give you guys some content while I'm away. I have to say this is the most unprofessional one of the bunch. So, let's go up top and see Garen low at his turret, and not much really to talk about. Although we do have this guy to talk about. There's going to be a gameplay of Trundle soon, hopefully. I really just want to see what he's like. They just recently buffed him, and the buff is really just overpowered, in my own opinion. Now here we come, he comes in with the Ghost. Will he land the Pillar of Filth? He does, but will he be able to continue on the Anivia to get the kill? There's the Rabid Bite, and the hit from the Icicles, landing Rabid Bite yet again, the newly buffed version, allowing him to pick up the kill with great ease. Now, let's see. Bottom lane, he is now on his way here to gank, although we do manage to kill the Draven, and Teemo does get away with moderately good health. We do not see the Trundle in the jungle, as we are all in our lane. So this is quite a predicament, as I do choose to push out a little bit, give the speed buff to Teemo, allowing him to get away. Then I have to shield myself for my own safety, hopefully able to get away from the gank that I was so stupid enough to initiate. And we will see Teemo attempting to do damage, but there is some damage for the Teemo. There's the speed buff and the picks, which allows him to do much more damage with his basics. There's another iteration of picks, and will the poison take out Blitz? It will! There is a double kill for the Teemo with the help of the underplayed support known as Lulu. Now, what you probably don't know is her spell here, or not. There's actually a gank going on. Will we see the slow coming off from the Lee Sin? No, he did not activate the slow, and the Darius attempting a pullback. Okay, so one thing people don't really know about Lulu is that her skills are very good for attack speed carries, or carries that need ability power. And by that I mean there's certain carries that just do really well with Lulu. She has a slow, she has an attack or a speed buff, she has an AP buff which is with the speed buff, and a shield that every time you do a basic attack does more damage. So she does well with carries like Draven, with Teemo, with Twitch, with a lot of those obscure carries. She does kind of do decent with Corki because you can combo her Glitter Lance, which is her slow, with his Valkyrie Strike, and manage to get really on top of them and do much damage. Especially if you land picks before. He has a shield when he goes in. It's a really great combo. I've seen it done once. I've done it once, and it works so well. It's the most sufficient kill lane support combo ever. We're actually going to see Teemo coming in here, giving the speed buff to the Teemo, allowing him to stay with the Draven. Draven does pop the flash after Glitter Lance hits him. Now we will be going after the Blitzcrank and managing to push him out of lane, apparently. Although they are on their way back, what we will see in the mid, Ahri getting quite low because Anivia is at the point of countering her because Anivia is starting to get more of her skills unlocked. Once Anivia gets her ulti, I'm pretty sure it'll be another story. Now, what will we see here? We will actually see the Darius pushing his lane and attempting for a in-lane gank, or was he attempting to ward? He did place a ward in the tri-bush, which I've never done as a top. I always put my ward right here. I like putting the ward for top right here because it gives me vision of Baron, here, and them exiting blue buff. Now that kill on Ahri was actually quite good, so let's go back a little bit and see what happens. So, we have the Anivia getting ready. There's the stun, that does miss, but the icicles and a basic attack. Turning around with her ultimate, doing the damage. Now we have the Darius coming in after the Anivia. What will we see here? There's the missed grab and the stun from the Anivia. Will we see anything else come from this? Will the Darius be able to go after her? There's the slow, but the Trundle is on his way up, and Trundle is retardedly fast. And will we see him actually manage to keep up to Anivia? There is the stun on both of them, and they managed to get away. Now, me and Teemo on our way up to see if we can disperse this or actually get a kill from it. I'm checking the bushes, and I see Darius is in mid, so I do decide to try and go after him. But we will actually go after him instead, landing both of our damages and allowing the Lee Sin to stay on the target for a matter of seconds, landing a basic and getting a kill. So let's talk about ward placement yet again. Here is a ward that I placed where that kill wasn't really that necessary. Karen just went overboard and tried killing Darius. Another thing about ward placement is I like putting my wards either in the center or far to the left. This allows me to see this area and this area a little bit. Or if you can put them back here, you get more of this area and less of this area. But you get to see different ganks. Now it depends on the jungler, which one is more beneficial. If you are a speed jungler, you're going to come in through here, like Hecarim or Trundle. Now if you're a slow jungler, or I mean Shivani even, or if you're a slow jungler and like Lee Sin or any of that, you're going to come in through here. So depending on who their jungler is, I put the ward in different locations. So I put it around here, which is a little bit more pushed back so I can see Trundle. But I would have actually probably wanted to put it right here, so I'd been able to get that vision. Although there's the ulti from the Draven, managing to do some damage to Teemo. And push him out of lane. Glitter Lance going through, doing quite a bit of damage. Trying to keep him slowed underneath the turret. And pull out a couple of his basic attacks to see if he is actually going to be taking any damage from this. Now, what will we see here? We will see Teemo returning, and me about to be a complete dumbass. So there's as much damage as I can take in about 5 seconds, and completely getting obliterated. Now, what I could have done there is, did I have a ward? I did not, so I don't blame myself for being retarded, but I should have went in there, plopped a ward down, and then walked the other way. Now, we do have a small fight in the mid with Ahri Egg, Ahri Egg? What? No, with Ahri and the Egg, and we will actually see Lee Sin come in, hit his Q, his execute on his Q didn't go off quite good enough, but he still managed to get his kill. There's the ulti from the Trundle, something I've really never seen used to big word that starts with an F. Fruition. There we go. And really, it's quite an interesting ability. You're meant to put it on the tank, and it gives you all the stats. So like, he should, during a team fight, he should put this on Garen, and that's about it. He'll steal their health and they'll steal their defense. So this really makes him very strong source of damage. Now he's under level because he's been ganking way too much, and I am sorry, I have to quit doing this. And that's really what's going to be causing him issues later game. So let's go to directed camera and speed up just a little bit. Just a little bit. It won't go any faster. Just a little bit. Yeah, like I said, not much is really happening. There we go. So then we have the Teemo now getting pushed back in the lane, and me attempting to save him. There's the ulti on both of us, knocking them up. Will they decide to turret dive for a kill? They will not. Although we are going to have a nice altercation up top, and what will we see happen here? I am not quite sure, but we will see in a matter of seconds, as I'm going to put the camera up here and make it where it will not move. Although down bot, we actually see me getting killed yet again by giving Teemo the buffs instead of myself to keep the carry alive so he can CS longer. Keep in mind, your life as a support isn't as valuable as the life of the carry. Because life of the carry, see, Teemo has 3 kills and 0 deaths. I have 3 kills and 1 death, or 1 kill and 3 deaths. So I am only worth roughly 200 gold, while Teemo is worth a shutdown right now. So he'd be worth much more. So we're going to actually pan up top as we see a small fight around mid. Will we see any real damage? We will actually see the Anivia getting the kill on the Ahri. Yes, we will. As we see now top, having quite a bit of tension up here. There's the Lee Sin kick, there's the slow, but he gets pulled in by Darius. There's the shutdown on Teemo and the shutdown on Draven. But there's the ulti from the Garen. Now they're going to chase after the Darius, but will they manage to get the kill? They are missing all their damage and they are told to retreat by somebody. Now, what happened down bot, you might wonder. Essentially, Draven dove for Teemo. So Teemo's up here, the grab is missed, Teemo takes an open spot, lands a couple combos, lands his ignite, he gets hit by turret shot, and he dies. So enough of that. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay, let's speed this back up, and let's get back into some laning, which there's not really much happening right here. And yeah, there's literally nothing happening. But one thing I do have to say about their team is their ward coverage was kind of amazing. Like, there's their team versus our team. They had the river warded more than we had, but we had our lanes warded, because it was still laning phase. But they decided to go with the river because Lee Sin was quite a big threat at this point, not being killed at least once and having the greatest CS next to, well, he has more CS than the carry. So what we see here, we will see me getting knocked up and attempted to get CC'd. The blitz push or grab being wasted. Although there's me eating about 4 axes from the Draven, wasting my ulti on the Teemo. But will we see any damage? We will. The Teemo does kill the Blitzcrank. There's the ulti on me, because I do have the highest defense here. He will keep the buff for a matter of seconds, as we see them getting pushed up, Ahri dying to Anivia, and Teemo coming down to go after the Darius. There's the ignite on the Teemo, there's a couple basics, and they do kill each other with a crit from the last hit. Will we see Lee Sin get the kill? We will not, as that altercation is over. So let's speed this up to 8 and see what really happens. That was exciting. I'm trying to make this as short as possible because I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to see 40 minutes of nothingness. We did just take Dragon, as we've seen 2 of them with our ward up here at blue buff. So we have a 4 versus 2 top, and we will have to see what happens. Now, with Anivia or with pretty much everyone down bot, there's the kill on the Darius. because that ulti is actually balanced. But anyway, here's a small team fight. What will we see? We will see the Lee Sin missing his Q, me ulting Lee Sin, trying to have him go back in, and helping him so he can actually do damage. There's the slow on the Draven, but will he get the kick? No, he will not, but he does flash for the kill. Yes, he does. Now we have the Blitzcrank in there, landing a silence, but me standing just close enough where he can actually teleport back in. Now Ahri's going to come in, land her Q, but she will not be able to keep with us as I'm going to face tank as much damage as I can before I flash. There's the Anivia stun, keeping us alive, and the Anivia going in for damage, getting the Blitzcrank, and allowing us to escape safely back to base. As Teemo, what is he up to? What is Teemo up to? I'm interested. Where is he going? Teemo. Teemo? He's going to farm. Okay. Yeah, essentially that just happened. She activated her ulti here, got the kill on Ahri as she was dashing away. Pillar of Filth on Anivia, Trundle got the kill. Enough said. So let's speed this up yet again, because it is now 12 o'clock. Or sorry, it is now 11:30. Let's see. We're actually going to see Teemo over here trolling, managing to do quite a bit of damage. There's a flash wasted and a wall from the Anivia, missing the stun. But will we see anything else come from this fight? There's a slow, there's a double slow, but there's a Draven ulti picking up the Teemo. There's the taunt on the Lee Sin, the grab on the Lee Sin. He is now dead. But we will see the Ahri come in yet again, me attempting to do as much damage as possible to her in the matter of seconds that I do have vision with picks. There is the stun and the attempt at the stun from the Anivia. And by stun I meant taunt the first time. There's the blitz pull, too good, and we will see them actually managing to escape. There's enough pings everywhere to go around, but we will actually see Garen up top completely owning the Draven, or Darius. So let's put it directed camera, put this up, and speed up just a little bit. Although Anivia does come out, what will she do? She will land her ability on the Draven, and a basic attack will kill the Anivia. But we will actually have me coming in here and landing a couple skills, landing my help picks. There's a basic one. There's my ulti, just so I can survive, and a couple more basics to get a kill on Ahri. Supports are OP. So now we will actually see the Garen go after the low Trundle, who can't really do much about it. And keep in mind, you've seen how much damage he was doing, right? Trundle does have 100 defense. Garen only has this. So keep that in mind when you're actually looking for a top laner. Garen is very strong, especially if you get this build going. Then you go into a Brutalizer, and then, yeah, it's over from there. So yet again, activating that ulti, yeah, that was an ulti. Activating his shield to get away from the turret with little to no damage, and able to pick up this turret like no other. He will be able to pick up the kill with littlest of ease, as his Q does push and destroy the turret. Although mid is now destroyed, that is the first turret, or second turret down in the game. There's the knockup on me, going after me. Will I manage to get away? I'm not quite sure. There's Ignite 1, and there's a heal, but there is 2 ultis thrown in my general direction. And I'm pretty sure Darius did get the kill. He did, so it's now back up. There's the Draven ulti returning, which shouldn't have returned earlier? No, he didn't hit me. Okay, so now it's a 2v4 mid. What? Hold on. We'll see the spin to win in a second. I want to see that. So, okay, we see the axes return. There's the stun, or the taunt. There's the flash, there's the pull. This is all I'm waiting for is what the Draven does. Throws that. What? That was kind of cool. He interrupted that. Anyway, Garen about to get a kill on Trundle. And we will see the Anivia coming in from the side, doing quite a bit of burst damage. Teemo attempting to do some damage, but will he get out? No, he will not. He did not dodge out of Ahri's true damage. Although Garen, full and ready, about to come into this fight, who is he going to go after? He will be going after the minions, for some reason. As Ahri's ticked a couple times with damage from the Anivia, but will the Draven, or Darius, manage to get out? There's the stun miss, but the wall, and the ulti and some other damage to keep him nice and low. She does have blue buff, but will that blue buff soon be Ahri's, or anyone else's? We will see. But the Lee Sin does come in there. What? Sorry, the Garen comes in there. Okay, we have to go back a little bit. Drop this. So there's the stun, there's the pullback, and there's all the damage. Garen comes in, gets pulled by Blitzcrank. How much damage will he do? The spin gets the kill on Ahri. Will he get the kill on Draven? No, it will get the kill on Blitz. Now turning his attention with his buffed Q to go after someone else, activating a shield for a return. That ulti is up yet again. He could have got the Draven or the Darius and managed to pick up a kill on one of the brothers. So we will see here me attempting to ward and a small team fight breaking out where he will essentially get destroyed in a matter of seconds. I do ward this bush quite a bit, and you're going to notice that my wards are going to slowly disappear because Blitzcrank likes to buy oracles and be really a dick about it. I think he buys like 3 in the entirety of the game. It's really quite evil. Now, I'm wondering where all the kills are on our team. They are essentially on the carries, except the jungler. So this bodes really well for our team, while they only have kills on their AD and their Ahri. But we will see me actually attempting to get away, and any damage from the Garen. No, we will actually see me buffing Garen to get him out of there as quick as possible. Teemo down bot getting a turret. Will he manage to get away from Blitzcrank? Will Blitzcrank be able to hit him with the pole, trying to get the same way as Teemo to land the pole? Teemo does flash out of the way of the pole and manages to get away safely. With a 3-minute cooldown, now waiting to come back. Although right here, do we actually manage to kill that? Okay, Teemo poison should affect those. Here's me just being bored, because there isn't much to do. Although there's Trundle about to die. There's the pull, and will they manage to kill the Darius? There's the ulti yet again being mitigated. Although the Ahri is going to try and miss her Q, and Garen gets away free. Will we see the Lee Sin be able to do anything? He does kick her away. I try and activate all my skills I can on Ahri. She does manage to get away. So I really wish that they need to make it where the blitz pull doesn't stun you, because if I wish I could have basically attacked that Ahri once and grabbed that kill for us. Although that doesn't matter, because we are about to take a turret. And I think we're going to take 2? No, we're only taking 1 here. So let's speed it up yet again, as we are going to see us take a very uncontested dragon. Yes. There's the wall. I wasn't actually in that dragon fight at the time. And yes, we do manage to take the dragon, as they do have a ward here, and we've got 3, essentially. So let's speed this up yet again to see what will happen in the coming fights. Now, I was expecting a surrender. We do have 10k gold on them, and we can do that. But as we see, the Garen didn't make it out that far. But I do get pulled, and that was the luckiest pull I've ever seen. Can we back this up a little bit? So speed it up, speed it up. Speed it up, speed it up. There's the speed buff. Wait for it. So he knows where I am. Manages to get me with the pole and knock me up, and then death. So that was that. Honestly, that was all luck, because if I didn't have that speed buff on, he would have shot somewhere else. And I'm not calling this blitz bad, but his grabs were horrible. And now he got really lucky. Anyway, that's me just justifying me being out of position and with a blitz on their team nonetheless. Trying to defend our turret from them. There's the stun out on the Trundle. Will we see any real damage? We will not, although the Draven is quite a glass cannon. So is the Blitz, as they are going to return. Why is the camera directed here? Lee Sin going in, and what will happen? He will actually get away. Although we do see right here the Teemo going in. Will he manage to do any damage? But it doesn't matter. Actually, he does get the kill. The Lee Sin did get the buff from me, and we will go after the mid turret. As we see top, Darius and Draven having an issue, as the giant sword from nowhere comes out and kills him. And for any of you who watched the finals, you should all know that, well, apparently the animator thinks that Darius and Draven are even. No. Darius and Garen are not even. Garen beats Darius, no matter what. So, yeah. And you know the animation I'm talking about. Okay, so let's speed this up yet again, because we have roughly 10 more minutes of this, and I'm trying to get this underneath 35. So here's us trying to escape and managing to do so quite easily. As I'm going to speed this up because nothing much is happening. Directed camera doesn't even know what to do. There's red buff. Oh look, minions. Here we go. Here's a small fight about to happen. So, what will we see here? We are out of position. We have a wall in between A and B, but we all have grouped up now, and we'll be able to go after them. There's the Garen with the speed buff coming in. And what will we do? We will go after the Darius, who is way out of position. Although it is a 2v4, there's the Randuins coming off. Will there be enough damage to kill them? The Lee Sin is dead with the ulti. The Anivia out in the middle of nowhere, egging in the middle of them. Me attempting to do something, alting the egg, mind you, to knock them all up, getting pulled and getting completely obliterated after my flash by the Darius ulti. And we'll see Teemo struggling to get away, but will he manage to? No, but he did manage to get a kill, so his was not in vain. So we will actually see them having to push back their turrets, and not being able to do much for now. Baron is still uncontested, and we do take Dragon. Now, did Anivia actually manage to steal that? No, she didn't. The Trundle's looking for the dragon, although there is no dragon to be found. We're going to continue to speed this up and see that there's nothing much happening. They know where we are, and he just destroyed one of my wards, which makes me very sad. Now, the inhibitor in the mid did just repair itself, and speaking of mid, there are 4 of us there. And Teemo is split pushing, like a good AD carry that needs farm. Now, I'm starting to push my weight around. I really don't have a lot to push around. I mean, I have a Shirelia's, Cage's Lucky Pick, and Aegis of the Legion. I don't even know why I have Spell Pen. Anyway, there's some damage out on the Blitzcrank. There's the ult from the Garen. Grab him the kill. Wasted ult on myself, because apparently... How much health did I have there? Hold on. Because he had managed to hit me for quite a bit. Speed this up, speed this up. Okay, slow down. I had roughly 500 health, and it managed to rip through that on the way back. Wow. So anyway, there's all the damage on the Garen. Will they finally manage to kill the Garen? Yes, yes they will. As 4 take on 1 to get the kill. We will see them all chasing after the Anivia and the Lee Sin, trying to do their best. Lee Sin does flash, although Teemo is pushing quite hard in bottom lane. There's the stun from the Anivia, breaking off without Lee Sin, leaving a slow behind, making sure she can do as much as possible before she does get away. There's another stun, and she does land it, not knowing where they are. And she does manage to get away, but will the Ahri dive under tower? No, she will not. But the Teemo will die to the Garen down bot, which is quite unfortunate. As we will see them pushing after Lee Sin, going for a kill. There we go. Me with an Oracle is trying my hardest to actually do work, because this Blitz apparently wants their wards to stay, even though... Okay, this is funny. He buys one and kills all my wards. I put down more wards. This is the only one they had. It was kind of funny. So let's focus the camera back over here. We have all the damage going in. There's the Anivia. There's the ult on the Anivia. There is the Anivia going in. What is she doing? She is now egged in the middle of the fight. Will they go after the egg or will they go after the Garen? They are going after the Garen and the egg, but she does manage to come back up and do some damage. Will she get the kill? She does get the kill on the Ahri. We will see the kill on the Trundle by the Teemo. Now we have a Darius stuck in between 2 people. Will we see enough? There is the Squirrel and the ultimate from the Garen to pick up the kill, as the Anivia is running away from the Blitzcrank. So that is that. Super speed. And we will actually break the inhibitor yet again. And there's me clearing up some wards, clearing up Baron and that, and then managing to get away, because Lulu wards OP. Now, I didn't see a couple of their wards. Actually, I seen this one, didn't I? Yeah. No, he put a new one down. Oh, okay. I didn't understand why they were able to see us at Baron, or by Baron. Anyway, we're going to see us going after Trundle. There's the Squirrel. Now trading off with the Darius, or Draven. Teemo on his way in. There's the ulti on myself, keeping them nice and slowed as I do take them in toward the Teemo. There's the ulti coming in yet again, but the Teemo damage is too much. Will he get away? It looks like he will, but Garen did not want to have it, but he was forced to let the kill go and watch bottom lane push the turret. Now, this game was over a long time ago, but these guys just didn't want to give up. I mean, they had 2 people that were fed, and that's it. They had 1 complete tank, 1 great initiator, and 1 damage. And that is our 4th dragon of the game. Okay, so they are actually pinging to go to Baron, as we are going to contest this. Will we manage to get any kills in this? Yes, we will. To the Draven just melting, the Blitzcrank melting. Will I be able to keep the slows on this Darius long enough? No, I will not. But there's the stun, and yet again a third one melting underneath the pressure of our team. So now we are going to push with very little damage being on their team. Managed to push through one turret. Will we push through a second turret? Yes, we will, with my Shurelias being popped to help us in that fight. Now, I can't speed up anymore. Oh, because essentially this is the end of the game. As you'll see, the score was 26-40. They didn't surrender, and that kind of sucked. As the Ahri does get dropped underneath, or in the well, which really sucks. And we see the Draven rage quit, because apparently anyone who plays Draven or Darius is a complete hothead. Anyway, so if you enjoyed the content provided, leave a like. You want to stay current, subscribe. You think your friends will like this video, share this video, and I will talk to you all later.